Hi, this is Ross from VSM. In this video we're going to be taking a look at change management. In particular, within change management, the change logs. So you can see there under change management we've got a couple of options. Change logs, change calendar. Change calendar we'll cover under a separate video. What we've attempted to do here is address some of the shortcomings that we've seen with the existing interfaces and feedback we've had from our base. And that feedback is that the existing interfaces, that the change history is not sufficiently detailed to really give you an indication of what's changed. It tells you what's changed, but specifically within a configuration item, not sufficient detail around the fields and the values there. Also, the change log gets overwritten. It's far too short and it's overwritten very easily. And another piece of feedback we've had is that it's difficult to get access to the change log, so you've got to be reasonably technical. So we've made it easily accessible. So as you can see here, we've popped up a change history for a live customer, and we can see here we've got in our change log the last 94,118 changes. We keep 13 months worth of history, so we've got no problems with storage in the cloud. So we've got plenty of history there. So you can see there roughly the last 100,000 changes for this customer, which will go back quite some time. In terms of the detail, I ran a brief change before as an example. So I logged into this system as VSM. That's obviously a shared credential, so what's really important with shared credentials, if we want to isolate it down to an individual workstation, is that we capture the IP address. So the IP address of my machine that I made that change from is 192.168.10.21. So with those shared credentials we can see which workstation actually made the change. I used the command change station 8564. And when I made that change, I changed half a dozen different fields. So I changed, for example, the cable field from nothing to 90. I changed the floor field from nothing to ground. I changed the class of restriction from 6 to 5, and so forth. I made those changes all at once, and then I submitted the form. So you can see there that all of the changes are captured. So not only what changed, but what fields changed, what was the old value and what was the new value. And when I change multiple fields within a single change command, all of those fields are captured, their old value, their new value. Another improvement we've made, as you can see on this line here, I subsequently made another change. I used the same command. I used change station 8564, but in that case I cancelled the command. So you can see we're capturing not only successful commands but also cancelled commands. Some customers think that's reasonably important from a best practice perspective. If you're using a change command when you're actually displaying data, that's bad practice and it's quite risky. And I have had my own experiences in that area where changes have been inadvertently submitted by people doing just that. So you can see there we've addressed quite a few of the problems with the change history. We've got in this case almost 100,000 changes, so we've got 13 months worth of change history going on there. We can see the detail of the changes, who changed what and when, and specifically what fields they changed, old values, new values. And that gives you that unique ability to back out a change made by someone else. So for example, if I was away tomorrow and these changes here had caused an issue, someone else can look in the change history, look back at specifically what I changed and reverse those changes with complete impunity. They know they're going to get it right, they're not going to cause a further issue. Up here in the corner here we've got the export to CSV. You can see there I can very easily export the last 10,000 changes. That will go back quite a period of time. That'll be delivered in CSV format onto my onto my local workstation. So what we find very often is that security teams like to have that level of change history. So it falls in line with the policies that they like to police, where records of changes, detailed records of changes are kept. Makes those security teams happy. So I hope that you find this feature useful. Happy change management, people. Cheers.